Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Callie Macias. I'm an independent sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I am so excited about your recent interest in wanting to hear a little bit more about how we make our money in Mary Kay and exactly what we do. Or maybe you're not interested at all. Maybe you have no interest whatsoever in ever doing Mary Kay, but maybe you agreed to listen to this video and watch for the next 25 minutes. Particularly to help out your beauty consultant. And I want to just let you know how much I appreciate you being willing to take this next 25 minutes out of your precious schedule today, because I know this is 25 minutes that you'll never get back in your life. But I want you to take away walk away from this 25 minutes that you are giving and donating to your beauty consultant, knowing that you are helping her. You are helping her big time, whether she is brand new in her business and she is in a training process right now. I want you to know that this is how we learn in Mary Kay. This is the best way that we learn, with real people, real faces, real feedback, real scenarios, and getting real answers or questions answered from real people about how to talk about our Mary Kay opportunity. You're helping her tremendously. You're helping her learn more about the business in the questions that you ask, in the way that you answer those questions, etc. She is going to learn so much more by you being a real live person with real life stuff going on and real life feedback and opinions. So I appreciate you so much. Chances are too that she probably specifically selected you, so take it as a compliment that you're watching this video. Take it as a compliment that she asked you out of everybody else to sit and listen to this today, because it's possible that she probably sees qualities in you, or maybe you're just a really sharp gal that she knows that she can really see herself running with in this business. Maybe she could see you as, starting your own Mary Kay business and running alongside her. So, but it's okay. Before you freak out, I don't want you to think to yourself, oh my gosh, no. I mean, that's sweet of her to think of me, but I don't want to do Mary Kay. Before you freak out, there is absolutely no obligation to you at all after watching this video to start a Mary Kay business today. By all means, it's probably not even for you. Maybe you might not even be good at it. It's not even anything you probably would ever even consider doing for yourself, but just you taking the time today to listen says a lot about your character, and your beauty consultant sees that. And so I'm so excited that you're willing to take this time. Think of the next 25 minutes that you're donating to her to help her keep the lights on in her house, and the groceries in the refrigerator, because there are high chances that she's probably working her business to do just that, to just keep the minimum groceries in the fridge every month and to keep her lights on. And by you sitting there giving her some feedback today, that is so helping her. Or possibly maybe she's working towards something big in her business right now, and she is looking for women that she wants to run with, because one of the biggest perks about our business is that we get to pick the people that we want to work with. And I'm sure if you work a corporate job, you probably wouldn't have hand selected a handful of the people you work with, right? Well, in Mary Kay, we get to pick those people. So it probably says a lot about you that she selected for you to listen, because if this was something you decided to do, she could definitely see herself running with you, and we want to work with people who are like-minded like us. And so that should be a big compliment to you. So I appreciate you being willing to take this time, take this 25 minutes, whether it's on out of your lunch break, or maybe you just got done pouring a cup of coffee after dinner tonight and you're listening to this video. Whatever it is, I want you to know that it is not wasted time, and it is all for good, okay? So I really appreciate that. So before you exit out of this video, please do not fast forward. Don't shut the video off before we're done. Just to get to the survey, because there will be a short survey that you'll have to fill out right after this video. And there will be a drawing that is going to take place for beauty consultants and for every single person, which is you who listens to this video. You're going to get entered in to win a gorgeous handbag filled with $50 worth of Mary Kay products. When we add 10 new, we are actually looking to add 10 new business owners to our pink family this month. And when we hit that goal, just for you listening, and I'm not saying that's going to be you, it's probably not, and it might not be, but we are on a mission, and just by you giving that feedback, again, that is helping her. So when we hit our goal of 10, we're going to be doing a drawing for that handbag, and that handbag winner could be you. So I'm really excited about that. We're also going to be pulling, when we hit that goal, we're going to be pulling a consultant to win $50, and that could be your consultant. So by all means, again, you are helping her. So before you click out of this video, again, there's going to be at the very end a survey that you're going to want to fill out. And a lot of the questions in the survey are going to be pertaining to this video. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention. So we have the next 20 minutes, and in the next 20 minutes that we have, I have a little agenda here. So we're going to keep it really simple. In the next couple minutes, I'm going to tell you about just a couple of fun facts about Mary Kay the company, which I think is really awesome to know. I'll tell you quickly about my journey, and then I'll go over some of the perks about having a Mary Kay business, as well as a few of the concerns that typically tend to come up when women are considering doing Mary Kay. So in all of that, I'm hoping to wrap all of that up and settle a lot of maybe confusion or questions or concerns that you have in this next 20 minutes. So first and foremost, Mary Kay founded her business in 1963. 56 years ago. She's established it with just a $5,000 life savings. That was all that she had. And today, Mary Kay is now a multi-billion-dollar debt-free company, which is huge. And we're in over 40 in over 40 countries. So we're really excited about that. We're also still a privately owned family. And that's something I absolutely love about the Mary Kay opportunity, because it kind of makes you feel like you're still part of that really close-knit, tight-knit. There's something about being a part of something privately owned that keeps that close-knit culture and family sort of feeling and environment. You really do feel like a family, and that's what we want. We want to consider you family should you decide to take advantage of this opportunity and hop into our Mary Kay, our pink family is like we would like to call it. So we're pretty big. We have 3.5 million consultants worldwide. Fun little fact, 47% of those 3.5 million are between the ages of 18 and 34. So if that kind of falls within you, chances are, you never know. It kind of gives you a new perspective of what Mary Kay is. There's no cookie cutter consultant for Mary Kay. I know a lot of people think, oh, that's for like grandmas and old ladies. It's not. It is not. We are so much more on trend and so hip these days. I mean, Mary Kay is literally making a splash in the cosmetic industry for sure. We have a lot of competition out there, and we're also too very competitive. So we love that. And yes, Mary Kay started it 56 years ago. And another little fun fact is in 1996, Mary Kay founded her Mary Kay Charitable Foundation because of how she was personally affected in her family with cancer specifically. That was something near and dear to her heart. So we have our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation that donates 90 cents of every dollar, that keeps 98 cents of every dollar in the foundation itself. So I think that is huge. It goes towards supporting cancer, or finding cures for cancers that affect women, as well as also eradicating domestic violence. And we've donated millions of dollars to cancer research and domestic violence shelters across the country. So that is huge. I love being behind a company that does a lot of good. So that it might comfort you quite a bit. I mean, I know a lot of people love to stand behind things that they can personally represent and promote based off of their own experiences and circumstances, and I love that. Also, Mary Kay, we're very much about going green and protecting and saving the environment, saving our planet, rebuilding the planet. We like to call it pink going green. So we're always looking for more effective ways to manufacture and produce our products. We're also animal cruelty free, so we do all of our testing through in vitro testing. We do not believe in testing on animals. All the products you purchase from your beauty consultant are made from the moment they become a thought till they make it to paper, till that thought becomes executed and handed off to our own researchers and laboratories till it's produced and then eventually distributed. Everything is produced right here in the US, so that probably might give you a lot of comfort knowing that too. So you are getting a product made right here in the US that is safe for both animals, safe for you, and we actually follow the European code of banned products. So we have our FDA approved products here, or ingredients here. They only banned 11 ingredients, whereas we instead like to follow the European standard code for that, which is they ban 1,100 ingredients. So we do keep our products very safe for our consumers. And every bottle cap from your cleanser and moisturizers that you return to your beauty consultant, she actually can return it to the company, and they plant a tree for every single cap that's returned. And so we love that. That might get you excited about some of the things that you'll be representing and being a part of. So really quickly, my journey in Mary Kay, since people often ask me how I got started with my business, and oftentimes they're like, oh, but Mary Kay's probably so easy for you because you're so good at it and you're so confident, etc. I want to let you know I was not always like that. In fact, when I started Mary Kay, this is kind of like what I looked like. In fact, I have a before and after photo that I will show you. Hopefully the screen doesn't get washed out from the window. But this was me my first day as a beauty consultant, and this is pretty close to me now. My hair is a little bit longer than in this picture, but this is a more recent picture. And so I was not always like that. Clearly, you can tell this is me attempting to wear a dress. Clearly, I do not have any makeup on. I did not know how to do my makeup at all. So I was not always like this. I was a tomboy naturally. I was very shy and introverted. I did not have any social skills, and I really didn't care. I was the type of person that I walked around with blinders on and sent off the vibe like, don't talk to me. Like, I tried to avoid people at every cost. I limited the amount of friends I had because in my mind I thought less people, less drama. So I didn't have friends and I didn't care. I was a sloppy art student, and my husband even said the day I signed up, he's like, you're the most socially awkward person I know, so it's going to be really interesting to see how you do this business. So I did sense a challenge in his voice, and so I was willing to take it on. But I was 23 years old when I started my Mary Kay business. I worked a very full-time job. I worked about 60 hours a week while also devoting about 40 hours to school-related things such as classes and homework and projects, etc. So I was very, very busy. I was very stressed out. In fact, my job started to get the best of me when it started affecting my health, and I broke out with shingles at just 23 years old, which is a nerve infection. And it's basically chickenpox on steroids. So basically, once you've broken out with shingles once, there's no cure for it, and you could have an outbreak at any time. It can cause things like blindness, etc. So it's really important that you just manage your stress, and it's typically brought on by stress. So my doctor, needless to say, said I need to find a better way to manage my stress. I did not think in a million years that Mary Kay was going to be the answer to that. I was the complete polar opposite of everything Mary Kay stand for. I didn't know how to do makeup. I was the shyest person on the planet. I was naturally very introverted and avoided anything that had large groups of people. I did not know how to do my makeup. I didn't even own a skirt, nor knew I how to put on a lipstick. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know anybody, and I was the biggest, like, I am the worst seller on the planet. The last job I had required me to like upsell and in order to actually make a paycheck and I couldn't even do it. I missed my commission all the time because I just couldn't do it. I was awful at it, and I didn't care to do it because I was too shy and scared, and I didn't want to feel like I was pushing people. So I was the last person that would have thought to be a beauty consultant, but I did use the products. And when my consultant came to my house and offered me the opportunity, she painted a very simple picture for me. She made it really simple, and this was really the only need. I mean, I had a need at the time, and she filled it, and that was as simple as that. And the need was, I loved the Mary Kay products, and I got tired of looking for a beauty consultant because they kept disappearing on me. And so she said, well, and I was like not making that good of money either, so I was really broke. And she just said, well, have you ever thought about being a consultant? And I was like, huh? And she was like, well, I'm not saying like you need to be a full-blown selling machine like I am. She goes, but have you ever thought, I mean, you could even just have the label and of being a consultant. You can just being classified as a consultant will get you access to all of your own products conveniently, so you can order them whenever you want at a really great savings. I know being a college student, that's a definite perk. And she said, not to mention, if you even have just one person in your whole family that could buy from you, well, you have a business and you have a customer. And depending on what she buys, that could easily be some gas money for you a couple of times a month, or maybe groceries for you once a month. I mean, it could be as simple as that. She's like, have you ever thought about that? And I was like, I never actually thought about that. So needless to say, long story short, I signed on the spot, and that's when 3 hours later, my husband decides to tell me, oh, well, you're the most socially awkward person I know. I don't know how you're going to do that, whatever. You could probably imagine now he's the biggest supporter of my Mary Kay business. Now, 6 years later, I'm so glad that I took on that challenge, because in that process, above the cars and the diamonds, I've earned almost 4. I'm getting ready to earn my 4th diamond ring with Mary Kay that I'll be gifting to my mom, which is a big blessing. I love that. And I'm getting ready to earn my third car with Mary Kay, and that's been a big blessing too. And I'll go over that in a minute. But aside from all of that, aside from the income, aside from the prizes and the cars, probably the most valuable thing that I've learned in this business is I've learned the most about myself and who I am truly, and all of the personal growth. I have loved who I've become in the process. I had no idea that Mary Kay would be able to teach me so many things about life. life. I mean, I have learned time management skills, money management skills. I've learned better social skills. I've developed more confidence in talking in front of people. I've developed more confidence in just interacting with people in general. I've obviously fixed up my appearance a lot and learned how to do makeup. Therefore, now I'm confident that I can teach other women how to do that. I've just learned so much. I've learned much more positive perspectives on things and positive perspectives on people. And I've more than anything, I have learned a lot of love and developed a lot of love for myself and for other people. And for that, I'm so blessed to have Mary Kay in my life. And I've gained friendships that I just couldn't imagine not having without my Mary Kay business. And I just shudder to think if I would have said no 6 years ago, to this opportunity. I mean, I don't even know who I would be or what I would look like or the relationships or friendships I'd have or not have. I just don't even know. So that's a little bit about my story. So I wanted to just take a couple minutes to share that. And now the last couple of things I'm going to go over with you. I'm just going to go over some of the perks about having a Mary Kay business. And first and foremost, one of the biggest perks is money. I mean, let's be honest. That's one of the biggest things. I don't think anybody coming off the street would even consider doing Mary Kay if they knew they weren't going to get any money initially out of it, because it is definitely an avenue of income, and it's a really great way to make some fast income for sure, which I don't see anybody being not willing to welcome extra money into their household by some means. So money is the biggest thing. You can earn the highest commission available in direct sales, so we earn half of everything. We get to keep half of everything that we sell, and you don't need to overthink that. It's pretty black and white, basically, of like somebody buys $200 worth of stuff and they pay you in two $200 bills. You take $100 bill and you go and put it in your bank account. You pay yourself. And you take the other 100 and you go and you reorder the product that you just sold to her. That's basically what you do. And it's simple. You also can earn an avenue of income, which is another big perk to the business. You can earn an avenue of income through team building. So it's not something you have to do, but definitely something that's encouraged and recommended, because it's just, again, another way to make money effortlessly, really. So whenever you add people to your team, as long as they're in Mary Kay forevermore, every single time they order a product from the company will pay you a commission based off of the amount that they order. And that comes out of the company's pocket. It doesn't come out of yours or your beauty consultants, which is so nice. So I love that. And there's no limits. You can earn as much money as you want to. It's an unlimited source of income, which leads to another perk of creating residual income for you. That's another perk, is that you have the opportunity in this business to make money for time over and over and over and over and over and over again for time that you invested one time. So whereas like with a corporate job, you go in and you clock out and they pay you for those 8 hours, you will never get paid for those 8 hours again. If you make like $11 an hour, you will only make $11 for 8 hours, and you will never get paid. Like if you make $11 in 1 hour, that's how much you will only make forevermore just in that 1 hour you gave. Whereas with Mary Kay, you invest 1 hour of time with somebody, of work, and if they like the product enough and they like you and they buy it, they're going to order it over and over and over and again, sometimes for years and on and forevermore. And every single time she orders and reorders that product, you get to keep half of that. So I have customers in my customer base who I have literally probably made $2,000 or $3,000 on for the time that I invested with her like an hour ago, one time, like 3 or 4 years ago. And it's an amazing thought to know that you can get so much more out of the time that you put in than just a measly $11 for that 1 hour, because you'll never get that time back. At least with that hour I invested with my customer 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, I'm never going to get that hour back, but guess what? I'm still getting paid for that hour even 3 or 4 years later, because she still orders her product, her consumable product, every 2 or 3 months, because it's a consumable product. People wash their face, you wash their face, and every night they put it on and it goes down the drain, and every 2 or 3 months they need more, and they're going to call you and they're going to order more. So there's that residual income. So that is a huge, huge perk. The other perk is flexibility. People love to be able to know that they can weave it right around the chaotic schedule that they have, because let's be honest, everybody's busy. You're not any busier than me, and I'm not any busier than you. Our circumstances that make us busy might be different, but it doesn't make me any less busier than you. I have 168 hours in the week and you have 168 hours in the week. And we are both able, every single consultant every single person who has ever started a side hustle, they are people, they started their business, amongst the chaos of their life. They were normal people just like you and me. They're moms with kids. Some of them are single moms. Some of them work a full-time job. Some of them work multiple full-time jobs. Some of them, they have extracurricular activities after school. They're part of Bible studies. They go to church. They have all those things going on too. The only difference is that they saw something about that opportunity that could fill a need in their life and their family, and they decided to plug it in and figure out how to work it in. And that's the only difference, really. So, and that's a big perk, is that there's no set amount of time that you have to invest into this. You really can work as little or as much as you want, and you can work it right around all of the other priorities and obligations you have in your life. It's not meant to take away from any of that. It's just meant to add to it. And so I absolutely love that. And we teach you how to make it weavable into your life. So the flexibility is a huge one. The tax breaks is another reason people will join, and that is a big perk. Lots of great tax write-offs towards the end of the year. And a lot of people will start a business just because of that. They want to be able to have more tax breaks to have a bigger, chunkier refund at the end of the year. So that's another one. There is no time commitment, like I told you, and there's no quotas. So in this business, there is nobody telling you have to sell a certain amount of product. You don't have to order a certain amount of product. You're not locked down to one particular location. There's no territories, so you can work it anywhere within the US. You can work it at your lunch break, in your car. You can work it over the phone. You can work it in person over a 2-hour, 1-hour window. At your house, at her house, it really doesn't matter. So there is a lot of flexibility available to you there, and no time commitment. I started working the business just 2 hours once every other Saturday. And as my circumstances and my life naturally changed, I found myself becoming a little bit more curious about the business and exploring a little bit more here and there. And I ended up finding that I enjoyed it, and so I found myself wanting to plug it in a little bit more. And you might do that and you might not, and that's okay. So it may just be an opportunity that you plug into your life for a season, or maybe it's just for a one thing. You just want to earn $500 one time so you can take your family to Disneyland, or maybe $1,000 to take your family to Disneyland and then be done with it after that, and that's totally okay too. Or you might decide to be in it for a lifetime, working it part-time, working it right alongside your full-time job, and that's totally okay. People, also another perk is the prizes. People love to earn prizes. One of the biggest things that's lacking in corporate America is the acknowledgement and appreciation for efforts of the employees. And they actually have done studies on this that have proven that's the number one thing that's missing from corporate America. When they interviewed employees of different corporate companies, they said that they wish that they had more recognition and appreciation. Well, Mary Kay does award us with what we like to call princess prizes in the form, like I said, of diamonds. I've earned I'm going to be earning my 4th diamond, and this one I'm so blessed to be able to gift that to my mom, who would otherwise never ever go out and buy a diamond ring for herself. I'm going to bless her with that and surprise her. She doesn't know. So how awesome that we can actually earn some of the prizes and gift them away. I love that, and bless somebody else. The car too, earning a car, people are attracted to that. A lot of people sign up sometimes who don't have access to transportation, so they like the idea of being able to work anywhere and not feel obligated to have to travel anywhere, because they can work it right from their home, and earn the use of a career car, in which when they do that, all tax, title, license, registration, car payment, and 80% of the car insurance is covered by Mary Kay. So that frees up a lot of income that they can put back into their family budget. And they can earn a car working very part-time. They can earn a car by just working 10 or 15 hours a week, which is very part-time. Other people sometimes will start. One of the other perks and reasons women will join is because of the education. There are so many women who start this business with the fear of, like, I don't know if I can be a good consultant because I don't wear makeup. I don't know how to apply it. Girl, you don't have to. We actually are more about skincare anyway, but the cosmetics are a perk. And that is one thing that I have loved about this, is learning all the new tips and tricks, how to do my own makeup from other consultants and other professionals, taking workshops and choosing to participate in those. I've taught a lot. I've learned a lot. So some people will join for the education, just to learn how to improve their own skin and learn better makeup tips so they can teach others. And then sometimes they'll join for the girlfriend time. They will just join for the girlfriend time, or because they love to travel. Mary Kay definitely gives me a reason and an excuse to travel and get away from my environment a few times a year. I have the ability, I have 4 Mary Kay events that are evenly spaced out through the year that I already plan ahead of time in my schedule to attend every year, and I look forward to them. They're not things that you have to attend. They are optional, but I always choose to attend them. Why? Because 1, they're super fun, and number 2, gives me a reason to travel to somewhere else and get out of the state. It always keeps things fresh for me, and meet new people and just have some fun. So I love that, and learn more about the business, which is great, and see more possibilities. I love that. So if you want more excuses or reasons to travel throughout the year and you just don't seem to have any, Mary Kay is a definite excuse for that. And then of course the girlfriend time, that just goes hand in hand. When you're traveling, you have tons of girlfriend time. So the last thing I'm going to go over is just the 5 top concerns that most women have when they're considering starting a business. And the first one, and I think the most commonly spoken one, is time. I would love to do Mary Kay, but I just don't have the time. I'm so busy. And if you're watching this and that's you, I want you to know, good. I'm glad that you're busy, and that is all the more reason that we want you, because we want to work with busy people. We don't want to work with lazy people. Busy women have been proven to be more successful, more efficient with their time. They are they're better multitaskers, and they're able to get more done in a minimal amount of time. So if you are a busy woman, and if you have 2 full-time jobs or a full-time job, and you're trying to juggle school or work or whatever, that is so amazing, and we definitely want you, because that tells me that you're going to have a really successful Mary Kay business. So that should be a reason and not an excuse of to why not take advantage of this great opportunity. The second concern is money. I'm broke. I would love to start, but I just don't have the money. Well, then that's all the more reason too, right? That's kind of the point, isn't it? If you don't have any money and you're tired of being broke, this is an opportunity to maximize your income and bring some more supplemental income into the household, or possibly a very big chunk of income into your household to make a difference. And if it's the starter kit, which I'll tell you about is the last thing, then ask somebody, borrow it. People love to help other people as long as they know why, as long as they know what for and why it's important to you. They want to help. Ask to borrow it from them and say you'll just pay them back when your paycheck comes, or pay them back with your business, because you can make it back like that, and we can show you how to do that. So if broke is a reason, it shouldn't be. If it's an excuse, it shouldn't be. It should be a reason as to why you should want to take advantage of it and find a way to make it happen. The next concern, the third concern, is that you're shy. Oh my gosh, I was so shy when I started Mary Kay, and it's okay if you're shy, because we view that as a growth opportunity. If you're shy, this is a great opportunity to wiggle that out of you and help develop some of that confidence with talking to people, because nobody likes the feeling of being shy. Like, I love being shy, said nobody ever. Trust me, coming from an introverted person, it is awkward being a shy person, and it is not a good feeling. And when you feel confident, you feel like you can talk to anybody, and it is such a good feeling, and people look at you different, and they're attracted to confident people. So if you're shy, that's okay. I didn't know a soul barely when I started Mary Kay, but we can teach you how to do that given the training, and as long as you're willing to be coachable, we can teach you how to meet people. I met all of the way that I built my business is literally from 5 people that sat around the table at my very first class. I networked, and my consultant taught me how to network from those 5 people. So she taught me that. I know I could teach you that too. The fourth one is I don't wear any makeup. I think I covered that one already. That's a big concern. We can teach you how to do it. That's how I learned. I learned from watching other really good, talented people in the business do their makeup, and then that's how I learned. And the fifth concern that a lot of people have is, I just don't have the support. I don't think my husband is going to support me. I would love to do this, but my mom would be furious if she knew that I did this, or I would get so much flack. And the only thing I have to say to you to that is, number one, unless you would personally change places with that person, if they're at a place in their life that you want to be, then absolutely take their advice. But if they are not at a place, even if it's your mom, if they are at a place in their life that you would not trade places with, then there is no reason that you need to listen to their advice. And I always say, if they ain't paying my bills, then they don't have any say in what I do. And the second thing is prove them wrong. This is an opportunity to prove them wrong and to gain their support. Action gains support. And so when they see you having fun, when they see that it's benefiting you, when they see that you're making money with it, they're going to be more on board. So those are the 5 top concerns. And that pretty much brings me to the end of this. Thank you for bearing with me for a few extra minutes, but Some of you might be swimming around with the questions of right now, maybe some of what I talked about, maybe got some things swirling around for you, and maybe it didn't. And if it didn't, and you still feel like you did at the beginning of the video, and you're like, I'm just watching to help my consultant, and I would rather eat worms and die than ever do Mary Kay, then that's okay. But maybe you heard something that I said today that really excited you, and you didn't know that before, and you were excited to learn about that. But maybe you're still kind of thinking, I just don't know. I don't think it's really for me. That's okay too. But if you heard something today that really got your wheels turning, and you found yourself tapping in and getting excited on a few different topics, then it's perhaps something that could definitely be for you, and that's worth giving a try. And if you're sitting there and you have all the what ifs going on in your mind, whether they're good what ifs or bad what ifs, I want you to just know none of the what ifs are going to matter. I don't even know why you're consuming your brain with that right now if you're not even going to take the first step and give it a try anyway. So none of that matters if you're not even going to start. So but you can put all that to shame by just giving it a try and finding out, because the worst case scenario is you try it and it doesn't work out, the shoe doesn't fit, you take it off, and I know your consultant would be more than happy to take you back as a customer. 100%. There is nothing that is like binding you to Mary Kay forever, so it's nothing that you have to continue doing if it just doesn't work. But we always say in Mary Kay, you'll never know unless you try. And so the way that you can get started is by ordering your starter kit. And this is actually a great picture of what the starter kit looks like right here. It's beautiful. It is the cutest thing. I'll bring it a little closer for you. It is like the cutest thing on the planet, but this is what your starter kit looks like. So for just $100, you guys, $100 investment, which by the way is tax deductible, which is another perk. How many times have you went to Target and dropped $100 that you didn't plan on, or that wasn't in the budget? You didn't plan on spending, but you went in there and got snagged with that stinking dollar section. You know, you do it. We all do. And you find yourself at the cash register and they're like, oh, that'll be $120. And you're like, oh my God, what? Oh, okay. Well, we don't stand there and say, oh crap, well, I wasn't really planning on spending that. It's not really in the budget. Let me get out of line, go put this up. We don't even bother. We look and we're like, oh crap. Okay, well, there's a bunch of people standing in line. All right, I guess I'll just swipe my card and just do it, and I'll balance it in the checkbook later. I'll tell the husband next week. Like we just do it, right? We don't think twice. But sometimes when it comes to this kind of thing, we're like, I really want to do it, but I just don't have that $100 right now. I have to wait till my payday. And I'm like, guys, it doesn't need to be overthought. It's literally as simple as a Target decision. It really is. $100 and you get over $400 worth of stuff in your starter kit, including full-size product, training materials, supplies, everything you can possibly need. It is your hot dog stand. It is going to tell you and give you everything, samples, everything that you need, including this gorgeous Kate Spade inspired bag to carry all of your stuff in. It is the cutest thing you'll ever receive by UPS ever. And like I said, it's a tax deductible cost. When was the last time you dropped that unexpected $100 at Target and were able to write it off at the end of the year? I doubt it. I'm sure that $100 purchase is still sitting in your closet and it's never even been worn, and it didn't change your life, right? Now that stuff's probably out of season, so even if you pulled it out right now, it would be totally out of season. So it was total wasted money, but this doesn't need to be wasted money. Even at the absolute worst case scenario is you drop $100 and you decide that it's not for you. Well, guess what? You got to write off the $100, and you could potentially at that point just keep your business for personal use and forevermore have access to a savings of your own products, and you get to keep all of this $100, $400 worth of stuff. Like, that doesn't even seem that bad of a scenario. That is the absolute worst scenario, and best scenario is whatever you want it to be. So with all that being said, I just want to appreciate you so much for taking this time out of your busy schedule today to watch this video, hear a little bit more about Mary Kay. And we're just so excited. If you consider to join our Mary Kay family, we will welcome you with open arms. But if not, we want you to know that we still love you as our customer, and we're so happy to service you. But we're hoping you'll make the decision and join us anyway, because we're looking for 10 hot shots this month, and we're hoping that that's going to be you. Obviously it is, or your consultant would not have asked you to watch this if she didn't think you were a hotshot. So with all that being said, I look forward to having you join our Mary Kay family. Go ahead and fill out the survey when you're done, answer it to its fullest, and I will be in contact with you to confirm your entry and ask you a couple extra questions. So with all that being said, thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.